Bro, the list keeps going. Did you ever think that from a podcast that we'd be party promoters?
I knew that having a platform was endless possibilities. So I always knew that
That's a good point.
it would be able to, whatever you want to do with it, we would do with it. Would I say that I thought about party events right off the rip? No, I didn't.
At least for right now.
Yeah.
Tell the individuals how Omaha has had a certain rep when it comes to nightlife, and when it comes to art parties, how has that reputation of Omaha held?
You might have seen the hashtag "Welcome to the New Omaha" on social media lately. The New Omaha represents unity, change, hope, peace, love, safety.
You sound like a politician. Let's go.
Listen.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, I grew up, I'll speak for myself, in an era that wasn't that. We call that the old Omaha.
What was it? If you could just give 2 words to describe it. Disunity?
Disunity and very violent.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's affected, the city of Omaha in general has probably lost so much in tourism because Africans and South Sudanese particularly are scared to come here.
They were scared to come to Omaha.
They were scared to come to Omaha.
Because of what the old Omaha represented.
Exactly. I'll give an example. When this guy moved from Fargo, there was
shout out to Fargo Moorhead, man. Shout out to you guys, man.
There was individuals that was like, "Oh, Ochanda, I'm gonna pray for you."
At my graduation party, nonetheless. When I told them after, because I graduated, by the way, you guys saw on the episode where we talked about, what I do as a profession outside of podcasting and party promotions. And at my graduation party, a couple people had asked, like, "Oh, what are you going to do now?" And I said, "I'm going to work for a contractor." And they were naming places in the Fargo Moorhead area. I was like, "No." And they're like, "Oh, you're going to go to Minneapolis, St. Paul?" And I was like, "No." They're like, "Don't tell us you're going to go back to your hometown with your parents in South Dakota." I said, "No." They was like, "Where?" I said, "Omaha." They said, "Nebraska?" And, at least one of them said, "I'll pray for you." And not in like a good way, and like hey, like, I will pray for your safety. Yeah. To this day, not only at just our events, just being out and about, right? And if you catch me out, man, let me know. Pass me a shot. Chop a shot. Tafadali. I have yet to see physical violence with my own eyes.
Nah.
I have yet. I haven't even seen men pushing each other with my own eyes. And especially at our events, I've never seen no nonsense whatsoever. So for you party goers that attend our events, thank you. Thank you. One of these days, I want to make it a goal of mine. I'll say it here on this first episode of season 2 that we're going to do a customer appreciation night and see what's to come. See what's to come. Mark my words. Speaking of appreciation, big dog, I want to say I appreciate you. You know why I appreciate you, big dog?
What's up,
man? There was a time where I was really thinking about, like, why did I move to Omaha? Not because, I didn't see any violence or nonsense, but because of, like, what we were going through, man. Like, we went through a lot of trials and tribulations, man.
Yeah.
Those of you who don't know, like, we went to another production company. The list goes on. Whether it's different studio changes, production company, we changed up mentors, which is a good thing. We've had all these, but like just a lot of changes, a lot of adversity. And I was, thinking about like, man, did I make the right decision? But you kept telling me like, hey, stay 10 toes. So I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for
Nipsey,
that.
Man.
Please.
Yeah, we don't stress out.
So I want to thank you for that, man.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. This is episode 1. We don't want to give people too much.
Matter of fact, just an intro, to be honest. We're just going to get an intro.
So let the people know what should they expect from season 2, episode 2, and then beyond from season 2.
I'd love to tell you, but then I have to kill you. I took an oath. So, but nah, I would say expect, man.
We just preach nonviolence.
Yeah. I kill him with kindness.
Okay.
My charge.
He charged up.
I I would say, listen, man, what you should expect is a higher level in all aspects.
Yeah.
Nothing, man. Our guest work, it has nothing to do with our guests. Production.
Oh, yeah.
Quality.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Let's go.
Yes, those are the things you expect from us season 2.
Okay. There you have it. Anything else that you want to?
So I got to ask you this.
Yeah.
How would you describe your 1 year in Omaha?
Good question. My 1 year in Omaha has been a roller coaster. When I first moved, it was like this.
Yeah.
Right? It was highs. After, I'd say, towards like the August of 2021, I started doing this.
Just like a relationship, man.
Yeah. Y'all know. Y'all fellas, y'all know how I
shout out to all people in loving relationships.
Shout out to all the romantic African men.
Yeah, they say we're not romantic.
Which there's plenty. There's a plethora.
It's plenty.
Yeah, it's plenty, ladies.
Yeah.
Huh? Romantic I am. So it continued, right? I'd say from September to February, bro, it was like this. There was like times where it was, and it just do like this, almost like a stock market graph, right? Just like this.
Kind of like inflation, almost.
Like this, right?
Yeah.
And then I'd say, it was linking up with other individuals, well, we have a lot of mentors. So shout out to, Oga Akindele Akinyemi. Right.
Shout out 313.
Shout out to Deb Dogba.
Shout out to Deb, Coach Deb.
And then Raheem really staying 10 toes down.
The innovation man.
And not that any of those other mentors didn't stay 10 toes down, but Raheem was like, you guys don't have production company? I'll be the If you guys don't know, there were some episodes. If you guys can tell us in the comments which episodes you think were shot by Raheem's PPRP.
Yep.
Shout out to PPRP Innovations.
And we'll have the link to his book right here.
Right. Yeah, the description box. And so it was about that time that he was like, hey, let's turn it up. And that's when like really we started to see things change. Especially with, I read a book, and I'm not going to promote that book because an African didn't write it.
Right.
This is an African podcast. I only promote African literature. And there's a book that was written, and it talked about how exploiting your talents is a lot better than just exploiting on what you've been trained to be skilled at. You'll go a lot farther to master. This might be a hint at the book. You're going to master your talents a lot better than something that you've been skilled at. Not that you can't master something that you've been skilled at, but to be talented and continue to master that is going to be a lot easier. And I've always had the gift of gab.
Yeah.
So you've seen it with like me being an MC, me being a host, beyond the podcast.
You being a smooth operator.
Shout out to our Nigerian Sade, man.
Yeah.
So yeah. What about you, big dog? Same question to you. How has your time been since I moved to Omaha for you? It doesn't even have to be just only me centered. I might be self-centered, but no, serious. All jokes aside, since I moved here, how has the time in Omaha, Nebraska, the good life?
I've always had goals and plans, right? But you need a team to put these things into play. So when you got here, it was kind of a load off my shoulders. Probably how like LeBron felt when he got his big 3.
Yeah. Yeah, Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
Flash and the King.
For sure.
Yeah.
So,
I like that.
I was like, man, I could just throw alley-oops like that one picture in Miami be on my back,
Hey, can you put can we I hope the image of me and him replace LeBron and D-Wade. but
so I was like, okay, it's time to get it. I remember I promised you a year. I promised you within a year our lives would be different. And I would say that my life has definitely has been on a meteoric rise, I would say.
Imagine.
I would say. Without being too full of myself.
No, absolutely. You deserve it. You deserve it.
Just most recently, I was able to bring Governor P. Ricketts.
Let's go. Let's go.
South Sudanese
wait. Repeat that once again. You were able to bring who?
For the first time in history.
In what history?
In the history of the South Sudanese community.
In the United States.
In the United States, that a governor has came to attend.
A sitting governor.
Came
to a South Sudanese event.
Yes.
Wow.
And that was a couple weeks ago, actually. So, when we did our business model, we had written down names of people that we like to potentially work with.
We did. Follow the business model. Shout out to PPRP Innovations.
And I'm proud to say that I'm pretty sure almost everybody that we put on that list,
we've done it.
We've done it so far.
Yeah.
So I'm just super excited for the next year. I don't even know. I think Joe Biden will have to give me a call.
Let's go. That's how I feel. Garvey said you should know your government.
You should.
And you're doing that.
I mean, you pay taxes, don't you?
That's right. We're here, right?
We're here.
Is it our country?
Exactly.
So we should know these people, right?
Exactly.
And they should know us, right?
More importantly.
Speaking of knowing us, Big Dog, anything else that you want to wrap up with, man?
Nah. We're going to keep everything else under wraps for the moment. But, stay tuned.
Speaking of knowing us, if you didn't know us, you know us now. My name is Ochanda of Kush Combos Podcast. If you want to continue to collaborate with Kush Combos Podcast, partner with Kush Combos Podcast, vibe with Kush Combos Podcast, reach out to the email address below and on all social media platforms. My name is Ochanda. That is Wuriem. Peace.
You ain't gotta tell me twice.
First off, what's your name?
My name is Naikin Paul.
Naikin Paul. All right, when's the first time you heard Kush Convos?
Today.
Today?
Get out of here.
It's okay.
So,
we're building.
So, do you know Ochanda and Max, though?
Yes, I met them a couple times.
Okay. Do you understand what their message is with Kush Convos?
No, what is you guys' message, actually?
We're the voice of the black diaspora. We had to provide a platform for you.
All right. And tell them where they can reach you at on what platform.
At Instagram at Naikin_.
Nice. What about you? What's your name?
Hi, I'm Yamal Paul. That's my sister. Little sister.
Little sister?
That's right. That's right.
And this is your first time hearing about Kush Convos also?
No, it's not. I heard about them like years ago, actually. You guys been doing this for a while. You guys came up. I'm proud of you guys. Yeah,
thank you.
So,
Big up.
And what's your favorite thing about the Kush Convos?
My favorite thing is the way they're bringing certain topics out into the world. They're doing a great job.
Where can they reach you at?
My Instagram is Yamal Paul. You can reach me there.
Nice. What about you, Big Boss? Ashley?
DJ Easy. Yes, sir. Official DJ Omaha Diversity of Afro Omaha.
Yeah. What is that? Let them know real fast. Give me 5 words what it is.
Omaha, which one?
Omaha Diversity.
Community, man. Community, man. That's it. Both events, both organizations are community organizations. So
nice.
we're out here doing it, man.
Nice. And how does Kush Convos play into that?
Man, this guy, man, I love this guy right here, man. He's loud though, but I love him. He's the man. He got that mic, man. Once on that mic, it's over, man.
Oh, man.
Combo. Information out of those people, man, it's crazy too, man.
Where can I reach you at, Big Ball?
Hit me on Instagram, Be Easy, DJ Be Easy, Facebook, Be Easy, Be Easy.
Nice.
Let's go.
I'm gonna come over here to the left. How you guys doing?
Good. Great, man.
When's your first time you heard about Kush Convos?
Well, Kush Convo, I know Ochanda and Maxwell, it's been, a couple of years now. They're doing an amazing things. We vibe over Omaha Diversity Experience events. So just been like an amazing journey.
Nice. What's your favorite part about Kush Convos, boss?
Well, again, the way they bring the community together. It's not just about, Ochanda is from Kenya, although, he acts like he's from South Sudan. And then Max is from South Sudan, man. He represents the entire community. And what he's doing in the community is beautiful. What they're doing in the community is beautiful. They bring everybody together. I'm from Togo, West Africa. You have DJ B's from Nigeria. But these guys are bringing all of us together. So it's just a beautiful thing.
Nice. Where can we reach you at, boss?
At Oma DESP and also at Jubalino. On Instagram. Yeah.
Last but not least, you look so nervous. What's your name?
I'm
Nejad. And is this your first time hearing about Kush Convos?
Yes.
So from what you heard from everybody else's experience, what's your first take about Kush Convos?
I like that they're bringing in community together. They're talking about it, putting Africa on the map, talking about it. I like it.
Will you listen to it?
Yes.
Okay.
I have you guys on social media.
That's good.
That's the
Also,
first step for me.
that's right. At least you know. At least you know. Is there a place that we can reach you at?
At Instagram, NMNH18.
Nice.
Wait, you 18?